Current Calamities, where I take a break from the past and look forward to the future with the games of the present.
Oh yeah, we're looking at the Switch port of Crash Bandicoot Sane Trilogy. I was hoping this would be heading over to the Switch so I could get the chance to play this wonderful series not only in HD and not only on the go, but for the first time.
Now in case you didn't catch that, I'm gonna move back here for safety reasons so I don't get totally destroyed by the yells of fans. I've never actually played a Crash Bandicoot game before.
Truth be told, I have yet to play an original Crash game. As of this vid, I've been collecting for a good 5 years and my interests have very much kept me away from getting any part of the original series. I mean, here are my current PS1 games, then here's my Atari 2600 collection. It's obvious where my priorities lie.
However, that's really no excuse. I've just been neglecting getting an original PS1 Crash game, but I'm going to rectify that somewhat by playing the Sane Trilogy. Let's go! I'm dizzy.
So I've been holding myself back from the insanity.
I'm just gonna go over here after that joke.
I've actually had this port since it came out in late June, holding myself back with other games like Human Fall Flat and Sonic Mania Plus, both of which are superb games by the way, but now it's time to play some remastered Crash. As you probably know, this is a compilation of the first 3 original PS1 Bandicoot classics, now with the added bonus of it being portable, so let's get straight into it with the game that started it all. Like I said, I've never played a Crash Bandicoot game, but I do know the basic premise of the first game. Evil scientist creates mutated hero, hero escapes but leaves his girl to be subjected to what looks like science with their schlongs. We wake up on the beach to get the adventure going. Now I can say without a doubt, these visuals are outstanding, and I wouldn't be surprised when your developer name has visions in it, but seriously, by comparison, the job that was done is pretty phenomenal. The 3D Remastered Plus really pulls through and the cartoony look works much better with it. The controls are very fluid. For someone like me that is learning the game for the first time, I'm able to figure out quickly how to take out foes, break boxes, and die aplenty because I'm a noob.
Oh, the great Cadicura, show me the way.
The basic gist of these games is you gotta make it through the levels, destroying enemies and boxes that come along the path. You should also collect the Wumpa fruits as they'll act as your coins/rings. Boxes are also collectible in every level. Destroy them all to get a gem at the end, which I clearly gonna need to work on more. I definitely had trouble getting a good portion of collectibles. Hell, the only time I did it in this game was in the Boulder Dash level where the boulders did most of the work for me. Not saying this game is being done with box placements, this is just a note to self that you viewers as well as I should be on the lookout for secret paths that may contain the remaining boxes. Another thing to be on the lookout for is these bonus rooms, which will contain a good amount of boxes and perhaps a few extra lives. So be sure to collect any collectible with a face of your girl on it so you can see her be taken away. Thanks for the lives though, B. Moving on through the landscape that may or may not look like the overworld from DKC, but that's just a random thing I thought up. I figure out how to deal with deadly TNT and finding other possible ways to die, but I eventually make it to the first boss, Papu Papu, that I easily take down no problem. After dying first, Caddy, you didn't protect me there.
Alright, well, after killing poor Crash several times, I made it through the first boss, mostly completing now. So what says we shouldn't go straight into the next game? Nothing, that's what.
So it seems as though Dr. No, who I theorize is supposed to represent Nintendo very loosely with the big N on his forehead, has fallen after exploding from something that didn't deal with me. Didn't beat the first game yet. The Doctor has found another way to set his plans of world domination into motion. And after meeting Crash's nerdy sister Coco, we get teleported over to some place and must do the evil Doctor's bidding. Most of this game is much more of the same, except now with additional collectibles in this crystal and other gameplay elements are added to the fray, which I mostly skipped out on. I didn't make it very far in this game, and I had more of a tough time here, and I let my curiosity get the better of me. Again, it's just a learning curve, but I did learn a valuable life lesson. Bandicoots can't swim. So yeah, I'm just gonna skip on over to game number 3 and see what action I get warped into. Bad puns are bad. So after yet another falling from the sky, Neo Cortex, which is his name, forgot to mention that, is confronted by Uka Uka, the evil brother of Aku Aku, who grants you invincibility if you break his boxes 3 times. Now we must travel through time to stop the bad guys from taking over. Again. Much of the same kind of gameplay is here, but I was able to get a good number of variety when it came to the gameplay. At one point it was regular Crash, then I was Coco on a tiger. Then I was deep sea diving with Crash, then trying to jet ski with Coco. I was able to control Crash flawlessly now, and I was actually getting better with him, even getting more gems than before. Coco was a bit harder, but it's something I have to get used to. I was even able to get to the first boss, Tiny Tiger, who I think wants to eat me since he's all up in my face, but I was able to beat him very easily. Haha, let's all laugh at him. Now this is remastered done right. These games are gorgeous and good. I'm super glad to be able to play these games on the Nintendo, and it just goes to show time tends to forgive your past transgressions. The Sane Trilogy is a stunning remake of the original Crash games that any and all gamers should play. I know for sure I'll be playing it for a good while, so maybe I'll get good and have the guts to try the harder extra stages, because I'm too much of a pussycat to try that now.
So with all that being said, what's my overall opinion?
Being a guy who has never played a Crash game up until this video, it's amazing to think why I have never been able to get the original game sooner. This compilation is a great intro to anybody who's never played a Crash game before, as you can play them out of order and have no problem, and it's great for those who've grown up with him as it reminds them of the good old days with a remastery to boot. I recommend to all who watch this video to get the game when you can, so you can see that even though Crash was fur then, he's furrier now. Oh, cat Icarus, you show me the way. So what do you think? Do you agree with me, or have your own thoughts? Let me know by leaving a comment. If you like what you see, like the video with those thumbs up. If you think anyone else would like this vid, share it around. And if you want to see more of me, this show, and others, hit the subscribe button. I'm BrianTheBlue, thanks for watching. I'm going back to the past, and until next time, I'll see you in the future.